safe. So I don't think there's any question that there are security concerns here.
What's going on, y'all? How's everybody doing? Yeah, that's a little better. That's a little better. Uh, what day is it? Wednesday? I guess it's Wednesday, huh? Well, I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. What's going on, Mexico? I was just having a conversation about going to Mexico. Like literally just having one. Yeah, I was just having one about going to like Mexico City or something. Yeah, we are talking about. Well, so you guys know I turned 40 this year. And because I turned 40, I want to do a trip for my 40th. And I want to go south. That's about as far as I've gotten, is that I want to go south. Um I just don't know where. Just don't know where yet. I am uh I am on I don't know which country. I know that it's going to be someplace south and Spanish speaking. uh I you're not the first person to tell me that I should do Guatemala. You're not the first person to tell me that. I've had a few people tell me Guatemala. Um so it's on the list. I want to go to Japan by 40. I have been to Japan, so I'm actually trying to plan a second trip to Japan. I don't want to go to Grand Canyon. It needs to be someplace south in Spanish. I'm not going to the Bahamas. Do I no. First of all, I've already been to the Bahamas. Second of all, I'm not going to some if you ever been to the Bahamas, there's more Americans there than there are Bahamians. Um and that's not how I travel. I'm not a let's travel someplace to go to the beach that looks the exact same beach as where I live. I'm not that ain't me. Okay? I went to the Bahamas and still found a way to get lost.
It's insane.
Yeah, like I end up going to I got lost on it. I went way far away from everything. That sounds great. I don't know how to pronounce that. Oaxa? Oaxaca. Oaxaca? Been to Alaska already. I'm not, guys, any place in the United States, you might as well just throw that away right now. It's not going to be in the United States. Tell you that right now. Oaxaca. All right. Now, 4 of you guys have all told me 4 different ways to pronounce it. So, Oaxaca? Oaxaca? Say it. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm on. I literally, okay, like I literally, like, because I want to do this, because I actually want to do this, I'm actually on day 3 of learning Spanish. Yeah, I'm on day 3, so I got like 6 months. So, but I'm on day 3 of learning Spanish. So maybe by the time I try to go there, then maybe I'll know how to pronounce that word correctly. No, my goal is to be like, that's my goal. By December is my birthday. I plan to travel in January. I want to be conversational enough to travel. That's my goal. Yeah, I know everyone already thinks I speak it. I don't speak it. I understand it well enough generally, but that's just from growing up around a very large Mexican community. So like I understand it enough to get by. But yeah, so I'm not going anywhere place in the United States. Guatemala is definitely on the list. Mexico City was on the list. My parents didn't speak it. My parents are black. So no, okay? First of all, I was adopted, and second of all, my biological parents, one is Irish and one is black. So no. Not even a little bit. No. My best friend growing up was Mexican. Well, is Mexican. He's still Mexican. We don't really talk anymore. But he didn't even speak it. His parents spoke it. That's where I learned a bunch from his parents and like his brothers. You could pass as Hispanic. I know I can pass as Hispanic. Okay. I'm very, very aware. And the reason I know this is because when I go to places with a lot of people that speak Spanish natively, they start speaking to me in Spanish. All right. So I'm very aware. They start speaking to me in, oh, that had a caller. That's why I put my headphones in. But anyways, they left. Yeah, I understand that. Okay. But like, yeah, like, anyways, please tell me you know that black Hispanic people exist. That's like saying, please tell me you know that Chinese Hispanic people exist. Did you guys know there's Chinese people that speak Spanish? Because they live in Mexico? Yeah, exactly. But that's not what they were referring to when they just said that. They said that assuming I was Latino. I know they exist. But when that person just said your parents didn't teach you, he didn't say that, or she didn't say that, I don't know who it was, didn't say that assuming that I was a black Hispanic. They said it assuming I was Puerto Rican. let's just call a duck there, okay? That's what happened. No, I've told this. I think I've told this story on here before. Y'all, could y'all do me a favor? If you guys are in my portrait chat, can y'all please talk in there? There are 19 people in there somehow, which is like nobody, and the chat rate is at 0. So if you're in there, can you come say hi? Can you talk? Can you do something over there? I'd really appreciate it. Anyways. Yeah, no, I was in the emergency room one day, not even for me. I was in the emergency room one day, and this guy was trying to call his sister or something. And like he was trying to tell the cop that was there, or the nurse, I think it was a mixture. Oh no, trying to tell the nurse. The nurse didn't understand Spanish. The nurse called over the cop because I don't know why. He was whiter than the nurse. And so no one spoke Spanish. And then like I just like tuned, like I was just sitting there listening because I wasn't sick, so I was just hanging out. And I was just hailing out there, and all of a sudden I was like, he's trying to call his sister. This is the number. And I just wrote down the number for them. And they were like, "Oh, you speak Spanish?" I was like, "No, but it's just like the word sister and numbers. Like I know like like I don't speak Spanish, but I know enough Spanish to know what he said." Anyways, the guy who was that nobody understood that was there immediately started speaking to me in Spanish, and I was like, "Oh, I don't speak Spanish." And then he told me he thought I was Puerto Rican. So I think I get I think I get. But yes, no, I know there are black Hispanics. There are Hispanics of all different shades. All right. All different shades. But I want to go to Latin America in a place where there's not a lot of the American people. Okay. Someone said that's high season, so they'll be able to speak English. I don't want to go during high season. And if I'm going someplace where there's a bunch of Americans that speak English, then I don't want to be there. Okay? I don't travel to places so that I can hang out with Americans. Actually, I usually specifically travel to places where I don't have to be around Americans, if you want to be completely honest. I actually specifically attempt to travel to places where there aren't Americans. All right. So if you're telling me like, "Oh, there's a bunch of Americans there that during that time they all speak English," then you're telling me I don't want to go there. That's what you're telling me. Okay? That's what you're telling me. You have to go in the summer. That's when it's peaceful. Well, I'm sorry that my birthday wasn't in the summer. I don't I apologize. Next time I'll try to be born in the summer. I'll work on that for my reincarnation. next time I'm born. I'll work on that. That was crazy. Everything just lost connection there for a second. Y'all still with me? Y'all still with me? I just lost connection to literally everything. Oh my goodness. That was wild.
You are connected as the host. Welcome, host. You are now.
What is going on right now? What is going on right now? All right, we'll see. I don't know if I have to shut everything down or something. It's all being crazy right now. I don't know what the hell just happened.
You are connected as the host. Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the call-in studio web interface.
Thank you. Oh, it's not just TikTok. No, I'm glitching out on everything. It's like my computer's losing internet connection, but it's not, and it shouldn't be. Is that the FBI? Is that what the FBI does now under Kash Patel? Is that what the FBI does under Kash Patel? Y'all, first of all, thank you guys so much for being here. I really, really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Yeah, I have been I've been taking some time off. We'll see how much longer I take off. Everything's been glitchy. Numbers have been super low. Everything's been happening, so I've just been taking some time to do some other stuff. But yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. And I'm gonna try to you can't hear me? I'm going to try to. No, I don't deserve. It's not a matter of deserve it. Trust me. I need to keep showing up here so that I can keep doing a bunch of other stuff, because we're about to expand to probably 2 different podcasts a week. And no, I really appreciate you guys, because this is the only way that keeps going. So it really means a lot to me. Speaking of helping me keep things going, first of all, you make sure you guys listen to the podcast. You guys have been way low on your listens this week. Okay. We're at like 40% of the previous week's episode. So I need you guys to go listen to it if you don't already follow the podcast. Make sure you guys check that out, no matter where you guys want to watch it. Or listen to it. Audio, video, I don't care. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys doing that. If you guys would like to help me keep the lights on, I do really appreciate it. Speaking of which, fan page, thank you so much for the huge $50 super chat. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Said we missed you. Welcome back. Chat, can we show some love? Chat, can we show some love? Chat, can we show some love? I'm happy to be back too. All right. I'm happy to be back too. Like I said, like just things have been really low and kind of blah over here on all the platforms. So I've been taking that time to do other stuff. So but I appreciate you guys. I recorded a very awesome interview yesterday, last night. You guys are not going to want to miss that. It'll be on the podcast as a separate episode, and it looks like the interviews will be going on separate episodes soon, because that's how many interviews I'll be getting soon. So you guys are not going to want to miss this podcast. So please do make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, chat, show some love. I really appreciate you. And speaking of show love, Capo, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. I really, really appreciate that also. So W's in the chat for Capo and for fan page for starting this out with the 10 gifted and the $50 super chat. I really, 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 really appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. You guys are so awesome. I've been looking for a real job. I have a real job. This is it. You like it. Anyways, if you guys like to still support Trump, if you guys are Republicans or anything like that, you can call in on the number that's above my head and we can have a conversation. If you'd like to help me clear my gift gallery over on TikTok, since I haven't been on all week, it is fresh and brand new and nothing's taken off of it. So if you guys like support, I appreciate that. And I have super chats, pay links in the bio, all that fun stuff too. So I really appreciate y'all. Also, make sure you guys are sending those heart me's over on TikTok too. You guys know those things help. You guys know those things help. And now they rat you guys out so I can see when you guys haven't done it. I'm not going to start calling out names unless y'all make me. All right. I'm not going to start calling out names unless you guys make me. All right. But I see whose fan status is frozen. I'm not gonna start calling out names unless y'all make me. So I will though. I will. I have no problem with that. I see which one of you guys have your fan status frozen. I see which one of y'all have your have your have your fan stats frozen. I've seen it. All right, we're gonna see if we can bring somebody up here. I don't know if they're here on purpose or if it's an accent. So we're gonna see if they connect. Lemon says a good way to keep the lights on, bro. Good job. Well, first of all, my job keeps the lights on in my house. This keeps the lights on my podcast and my show. You see, see, if you were over the age of like 12, you would understand the difference between business finances and personal finances. Anyways, maybe one day when you're older. I know the way that you keep your lights on, and that's by living in your mom's basement. All right. And I understand that that's a way to do it. Okay. And I'm not even judging you for it. Okay. I'm not even judging you for it. It's their fault for raising you so poorly. But I don't blame you for being raised poorly. Right. It's not it like they didn't mean to drop you on your head when you were a kid. That, you know, like it was an accident. So we just end up in these positions, you know? Anyways. That's why his parents pay his bills, because they felt really bad about that dropping him on his head things. So Denise, thank you so much for the $25 over on Cash App. Says for studying your Spanish. Thank you so much. W's a chat for Denise for that $25. I really appreciate that. I am on day 3 of studying my Spanish. Okay. I am on day 3. Say. I'm on day 3. I know I'm pretty much an expert at this point. I'm pretty much an expert. Mi corbata son gris. See? Mis zapatos son marrones. See? I'm pretty much there. I'm pretty much there, dude. I could probably do this whole thing in Spanish, honestly. At this point. I'm like this close. All right. I like how you guys are giving me tips. I'm on day 3, okay? But thank you. No, I do appreciate that. So, son plural, s singular. Thank you. Thank you. My bad. You guys give me 6 months, okay? I'm gonna figure this out. Give me like 6 months, okay? Practice every day, then question me. Thank you so much, Denise. I am going to keep trying. I am going to keep trying. Not bad for day 3, okay? Not bad for day 3. All right. I'm trying my best. Gray, brown. Yeah, gray, brown. Yeah, see? We're good. We're good. Priscilla's going to tutor me. She just doesn't know it yet. I'm just going to cold call her one day. Like, speak to me in Spanish. I need someone to practice with. Help me out. Habla bien, señor. Señor. Speak good, sir. Something like that. Something close to that. Am I going to debate? Are you going to come debate me? Dory, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, y'all are doing too much. Y'all are doing too much. I'm on day 3, okay? And day 1 was pretty much an intro. Okay? You guys gotta give me a break here. Give me some months here. All right. We're not playing Test Poly Spanish, okay? When he downloaded a couple apps 2 days ago. All right. But I will say I'm watching like videos and stuff, and they're so fun. They're like learner videos. And they're so funny. They're so funny. I literally am sitting there like dying laughing. Well, if they come up here, Luis, I definitely will. Okay. Watch Telemundo? No, I'm on there's an app like specifically for this where they play videos at like a super slow speed, like where you can actually like keep up a little bit, and they put like little pictures up like as they're talking, like in different parts, so you kind of learn as you go. I'm on like super beginner level. Yeah. I'm on like super beginner level. It's great. It's fun. I enjoy it. I'm having fun. I wake up in the morning and I do it. I'm getting it in my routine. That's what matters. I'm getting it in my routine. Just gotta keep it going, you know? Know how to count to 10? I can almost do that. I'm pretty sure there's a cuatro in there someplace. We used to watch old Asian movies dubbed in English, then dubbed in Spanish. Interesting. If Trump is fascist, socialism is communism, that's fair. That's what is it about being fair? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. That's so stupid. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That might be that might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I mean, not according to Donald Trump. Donald Trump apparently wants to start jailing communists in concentration camps. So it didn't even make sense in the English language. I know I'm learning Spanish, but I don't think I forgot English. All right. I don't think I forgot English. I'm pretty sure. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure I haven't. So dumb. What am I doing? Okay, sorry, looking up something. Yeah, I guess words don't mean words. Words are just... What? Yeah, words don't mean anything. Who is a communist? Well, considering Donald Trump is, and who he admires and who he, reads books from and stuff like that, I would assume that Donald Trump means it the same way Hitler does, which is just anybody he disagrees with. You think he reads? Yeah, his ex-wife said he kept a copy of Schmittler's book on his nightstand. He reads. Yep. So I assume he just means that by anybody he disagrees with. So, I mean, I'll probably be there eventually. Just being honest. I am assuming he's going to take it as anybody who like says that he should only serve 2 terms as president or something like that. Anybody who says no to Donald Trump, he'll just call a communist and then throw in a fucking concentration camp. I mean, that's my guess. I don't know. That's what he said. He said, he asked the DHS secretary if he could throw fucking communists in detention centers. His words, not mine. Okay? His words, not mine. I didn't say it. He's the one out there saying it. You tell me, who's Donald Trump going to start jailing when he says he's going to fucking throw communists in fucking concentration camps? Who's he talking about? I assume he's going to start with Antifa. I know we got a bunch of Antifa in here. It's so stupid because the whole like Red Scare, like fucking like bullshit, like the reason is because 60 years ago, whatever, they just told Americans, before they had like the internet, they just told Americans that anybody they didn't like was communist. And now you have a whole bunch of people afraid of communism and they don't even know what it was. Okay? And all communism, all they used to describe communism was whatever stopped American businesses from destroying foreign nations' economies. That's all it was. That's all it was. If another country was like, hey, we want the products and goods and natural resources that belong in our country to stay for the citizens of our country, and that means we don't want American companies or British companies to come in and get all of the freaking, financial benefit from a natural resource we have in our country. So we're going to stop you from doing that. And they went, they're communists, they're evil. And then they try to get them out. That's it. That's all they've done. And now you have a whole bunch of freaking morons that are afraid of communism for absolutely no reason. For absolutely no reason. Yeah, just like the opium wars. Just like everything. That's all it is. If some rich guy starts losing money because of another country, then they call it communism. It's fucking sad, dude. It's pathetic. Oh, do we want things to work for the people instead of working for private business? Communism. Communism. Immediately. Oh yeah, they did it in Nicaragua, for sure. Done it all over the place. The whole reason that Iran hates us is because that's essentially what we fucking did. Because we didn't want the communists to take over, because they were nationalizing their oil instead of giving all of their oil to us and fucking and Britain for pennies on the dollar. That was the whole reason why we're at war with Iran, why Iran, chants all these horrible things. All of this is because we were literally stealing Iran's oil from them. Somebody came in and was like, you know what? I'd prefer you didn't do that anymore. And we just took out their whole fucking government. And then people were like, I don't know why they hate us. Bro, if that happened to us, we'd be fucking furious. You kidding me? Legitimately. If someone did that to us, we'd hate whoever that was also. Like, no, dude, a glory story in this country, a glory story in this country is when we freaking threw a bunch of tea in a fucking, in the harbor to protest taxes. That's a glory story in this country, right? But when other countries try to do a percentage of that, then it's like, oh, they're communist. Like, I will never eat beans on toast. That will not ever happen. I will never eat beans on toast. I do like a good English breakfast, though. That's not a lie. I do love a good English breakfast. Yeah, with like the tomatoes and the fucking like mushrooms in there. I can even fuck with the baked beans on there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. I could even do that. I'm not in for the blood sausage though. The sausage is fine. I don't do the blood sausage. I don't know. I've tried it. I've tried it multiple different times. I don't get it. I just, and maybe that's just me. I don't get it. But I've tried it. Anyways, I don't even know who's in the World Cup anymore. Can you believe Donald Trump found a way to fuck up the World Cup for us? Can you believe Donald Trump found a way to fuck up the World Cup for us? Isn't that almost impressive? Y'all, if you still support Trump, you can call it on the number that's above my head. I know there's not many of you guys left out there. But yeah, I can't believe that. I actually stopped watching the World Cup. It's not rigged for. I literally, the second he got on TV and started taking credit for the fucking for getting that red card overturned, I immediately, the first thought in my head was, we just lost. That's the first thing that popped into my head. Like, it's the second he got involved. The second he got involved, I'm like, oh, we lost. That's the end of that. No point in even really continuing on. Bro, he said in one sentence, I didn't know what a red card was, and then I watched the video and I knew it was a red card. Those are two things that he said in the same conversation. Okay? Donald Trump doesn't know sports. He doesn't know anything about sports, and every time he tries to get involved in sports, he fucks up the whole thing. Every single time he tries to get involved in sports, he fucks up the whole thing. Like, was it a red card? Absolutely not. But bad calls happen in sports. You have to play through. Like, bad calls are made in sports. I don't understand this obsession with this government and getting involved in sports. I don't understand it. I truly, I don't get it. I truly don't. I don't get it. Leave sports to themselves. Just leave sports to themselves. Let us enjoy one fucking thing. That's all I'm saying. Like, I literally was like, I thought about this too. Because literally I was like, I told myself with this whole World Cup, because like I told you guys, I've been a U.S. soccer fan for a long time, as long as I can remember, right? And I told myself, I was like, I am not going to let Donald Trump ruin my World Cup. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to enjoy my World Cup, and I'm not going to let Trump stick his nose in it and ruin it. And he still found a way to fucking do it, dude. He still found a way to fucking do it. He still found a way to do it. He still found a way to fucking do it, dude. I'm so mad. I was so mad. I haven't watched a World Cup game since. I've been watching Wimbledon. Yeah, I've been watching Wimbledon. At least Donald Trump hasn't found a way to fuck that up for me yet. I'm watching Coco Gauff fuck people up, dude. I'm loving that shit. Wimbledon's been great. Wimbledon's been awesome. Yeah, but I literally haven't watched a single World Cup game, which sucks because, again, I love soccer. I really, really do. But, it's just annoying. Just annoying. But anyways, watch Wimbledon, y'all. Wimbledon's going great. We have great Americans in there playing. All right. We have really awesome tennis players playing in Wimbledon right now. All right. Really, really awesome. Coco Gauff is fucking people up right now. She's on the way to the semifinals. All right. Yeah, she's fucking people up right now, dude. She looks so good. She plays tomorrow. Yeah, is Tiafoe still in? I don't know if Tiafoe. I watched Tiafoe. I don't know. He should have played another game by now. I don't know if Tiafoe's still in. But yeah, and they had yesterday on men's they had he's out, but Taylor Fritz is in. Okay, all right. That sucks. Yeah, she's the number 7 seed. She just beat the 4 seed. And she's now the highest ranked player left in Wimbledon. Yeah, she's the highest one left. Mr. Payne, you come in here and you literally do this every single day. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to allow you, okay? I'm going to allow you to come in my guest box and actually talk to me. And if you don't, I think I'm just going to block you. Because you literally come in here every day. You spam my fucking chat. You have nothing interesting to actually say. All right? So either call in or I'm just going to block you because you're a waste of space. Every time I'm live, you just come in and do the same shit. Mods, I'm going to give him exactly 60 whole seconds to call in or to be in my chat. If not, just block him. I'm dead serious. I get so sick of these freaking spammers, bro. But yeah, anyways, stop watching the World Cup. Start watching Wimbledon. It's great. It's fun. Who are we looking for? Mr. Payne. I already muted him. Because he comes in here and just spams every time, and it's annoying. Anyways, y'all, if you still support Trump, you can join the guest request box or call in. I'm just going to be chilling here. We're going to see. Hopefully we get some people in today. We haven't had too many debates yet lately, but we've been kind of getting a slow start. But I'm not going to sit here all night either because I do have other stuff to be doing because I have a bunch of stuff to edit and all sorts of stuff. So hopefully we get somebody soon. Mr. Payne sounds painful. He is a giant pain in my own ass. Like, good God, dude. Just every single time I start my live, he just comes in and it's just like spam. It's never It's never anything that like is helpful. He never comes up here. It's just spam. Like, dude, I got like you can come in here and just say a message, then maybe you won't and not sound like an idiot. Yeah, the Russian bots exist all over the place. By the way, he's had long enough. You can get rid of him.
It's insane.
Fly, thank you so much for the $10 says the red card was justified in my opinion, but we can't argue about that. The fact that Trump let his buddy Infantino revoke it and the US still lost is just hilarious, and I hope he angers himself even more orange. First of all, that was not a fucking red card. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way that was a red card. How are you going to... He was making a legitimate play on the ball on the U.S. attacking side. How is that? How is that? He was in the attacking box and made a legitimate play on the ball and then stepped on the dude's heel. That is not a red card, okay? Like, if you want to call it a yellow, I think a yellow is steep. Like, straight up. I think a yellow is steep. Okay? But we can argue that all day. That's fine. I think a yellow... if it was a yellow, I would have accepted it. But even if it was a yellow, I would have been like, that shouldn't have been a yellow. I don't think that was a yellow at all. Penalty? Sure. You know, whatever. If that happened, like one of our defenders, and they were attacking, then no argument, okay? But no way that was... No way. No way. He just stepped on the dude's heel. That's a weak-ass call. Weak-ass call. Anyways, but the rest of it, I totally agree. I don't find it hilarious. Like I said, I don't find it hilarious because it makes me upset because I love U.S. soccer so much. And we were playing so well. All right? We were playing incredibly well. And then I think that a lot of it was literally just because Trump did that, they put a lot of pressure on them, and then they looked like fucking jackasses out there, man. It's the truth. Like, after that game did not look like any of the games they had been playing. They had been playing really well. And then all of a sudden, like, it was just like that. I literally, when the goalie came out to clear the ball, stopped clearing the ball and then pretty much passed it to the Belgian team. I literally had to turn off the TV because I almost threw my remote into the television. Like, literally, I had the remote in my hand and I was about to chuck it through the fucking television. I was so angry. And I was like, nope, you better turn this thing off before something happens. All right. I will say them making fun of him afterwards was fucking hilarious, though. I will say that. I will say seeing the Belgian team in the locker room, like doing one of these things and fucking all the... Dude, that shit was funny. That shit was fucking funny. All right, I will say that. The fact that they mocked him was fucking hilarious. I'm sure you guys have all seen it by now. I can play the video if you guys need. But the fact that they mocked him afterwards was fucking hilarious. Because that's all it is. It's thank you so much, Fly. W's in the chat for Fly for the 10 euros. I appreciate that. Hopefully you still love me. We can have a disagreement about the card. But yeah, that shit was fucking funny, right? Like I said, I'm sure you guys have all seen it, but they all made fun of him because it's just like, dude, he's a laughing stock. You guys want me to play it? Hold on, I'll see if I can find it. He's a fucking laughing stock. Like, the exact way that the Belgians made fun of him is exactly how every other country makes fun of him. He's a fucking joke. He was literally on TV today talking about the Islamic Republic of Japan. The Islamic Republic of Japan. He said that with his own mouth today. Okay? In real life, he said it. Where the heck is that video? I know I had that video saved. You guys didn't see that? Oh my god, I can't believe you guys haven't seen him talk about those. Oh, here they are. Oh shit. Anyways, they even had the YMCA song playing over it, which is fucking great. Yeah. Yeah, it's too funny, dude. Too funny. He's a fucking joke, bro. He's a fucking joke. Oh yeah, he called Zelensky Putin twice. He talked about the Islamic Republic of Japan today. All right. The dude is fucking gone. Should we play a game? Should we play a game called What If Biden Did It? Isn't that a fun game to play? It's one of my favorite games. We're still waiting on somebody to call in. If anybody calls in, we'll switch over and have a conversation. Okay, but obviously they're seeing how dumb Donald Trump looks and they don't want to call in either. But whenever they're ready, I'm all here. Okay? I'm waiting on y'all, MAGA or Trump supporters, wherever you're at. We're going to play a little game. This is just from yesterday, right? This is just from yesterday. All right. What if Biden did it? Okay? We're gonna have a fun game. Okay. What if, let's see, hold on. Which one do I want to play? There's so many good ones. There's so many good ones to play. Just from yesterday. Okay. What if Biden did this?
100, I told this story yesterday, we had 111 missiles shot by the Islamic Republic of Japan. They were shot at the aircraft carrier.
One more time for you.
100, I told this story yesterday, we had 111 missiles shot by the Islamic Republic of Japan.
If Joe Biden had said the Islamic Republic of Japan, what would what would the Republicans have said? Yeah, I'm not super familiar with Japanese Hezbollah. Okay? I'm not super familiar with the Japanese Liberation Front. All right? But I'm pretty sure
Islamic Republic of Japan
does not fucking exist. Okay? Does not fucking exist. He said this on camera. Okay? There's one. What if Biden did it? Here's another one for you, okay? I got quite a few of these, unfortunately. I got quite a few of these, okay? What if Biden didn't know how many times he had been president?
The prices of oil are dropping like a rock. Now they'll be up a little bit, and this will end very quickly. We have an oil glut right now because we got all those boats out of the Strait, and it's going to drop, and I've predicted everything. I've been right about everything, and I have been for a long time. That's how I got to be president 3 times.
What if Biden didn't know how many times he'd been president? Okay? Let me play that again. All right?
Long time. That's how I got to be president 3 times. That's how I won.
Now, for y'all out there that still support Trump, okay? I want to let y'all know, just in case you're confused. I don't like confusing people, okay? Donald Trump has not been president 3 times. Okay? I just thought I'd let you guys know that. All right? He's been president twice. Well, this is his second time, right? So he hasn't been president 3 times. Just thought I'd let you guys know. All right? I know fingers, toes, all that sort of stuff. Okay? What if Joe Biden had said that he had been president 3 times? Just out of curiosity. Just curious. Just wondering. What if, okay? What if Joe Biden was literally asleep at NATO?
3 years, even before the pledged date. We have allocated an additional budget.
What if he was literally asleep at NATO? Literally fucking asleep. No, nothing. Still not good enough for you? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I have more. What if Joe Biden was bragging about how popular he was on TikTok?
Well, because they say the deal was incredible, but they think the word that gets out is bad, except the numbers just came out and I'm #1 on TikTok and all I do is talk about communism, right? So it's sort of good. I used it to get elected too. But, you know, you have to get your word out. But the numbers came out just a little while ago and I was #1, some ridiculous number. I never heard of numbers like that, but.
He's at fucking NATO. He's at NATO. He's at NATO. Sorry, I'm getting all wound up here. He's at NATO. Okay? In case you couldn't tell by the big signs behind him that say NATO. Bragging about how he's the #1 on TikTok. He's the #1 on TikTok. Okay? Can you imagine if Joe Biden had talked about how he's the #1 on TikTok? Okay? Bragging about it at NATO, right? And you think this guy is the guy who's like super respected at NATO? You think this is the guy who's super respected at NATO, is the guy who's like, I'm #1 on TikTok? Okay. What if Joe Biden had to be walked around, okay, by another country's president because he didn't know where he was at? Come here, little guy. Come here, little guy. It's this way. It's this way. Right? Whoop. Kind of froze out there. Come on, little guy. No, not that way. No, we're gonna go over here. Oh, look it. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. We're having Jell-O tonight, and it's over here. Okay. We'll have free diaper changes and everything. Come here. Look at the way he's grabbing him. He knows already. He grabs him and it's just like, please, just come this way. Like he was pre-briefed. Prior, Erdogan was pre-briefed. Like, this guy doesn't know where the fuck he's at. All right? He was pre-briefed that this guy doesn't know where the fuck he's at. All right? You're going to have to guide him over there so he doesn't look like a crazy person. All right? By the way, do you know where that video came from, by the way? I don't know if you guys can see it because it's really, really tiny in this corner. You guys really can't see. This is being reported by the Russian news. By the way, just thought I'd let you know. This is literally Russia making fun of Donald Trump. It's hard to see it over here. This is literally the Russian news making fun of him. All right? Literally mocking him. The same Russian news who literally put on their television screen nudes of Melania. All right? Literally, the same Russian news. All right? In case you're wondering. What if Biden had done it? What if? What if? This one's off subject. I do have a call I'm gonna take. This one's completely off subject. And we'll get into that later, which is actually really funny. But Ken Paxton got caught with his mistress. Again, yeah. Yeah, there's been a few times now. Family values. That's what the Trump administration is about and Republicans are about. Traditional family values, okay? Just you, your wife, your mistress, okay? Easy stuff like that. All right? Traditional family values, okay? You, your wife, your mistress, and, probably a hooker from Reno. I don't know. We're going to try to bring up a guest. I really appreciate you. Fly, thank you so much for the 2 euros over there. Euros? Is that euros? Yeah. I work with dementia patients that are more clear. Yeah, 100%. No questions asked. Thank you so much. And Ryan, thank you so much for the donuts. I appreciate that. Y'all, if you guys would like to support the live, I do have super chats. They really, really go a long way. I appreciate that. Memberships go a really long way. I do have pay links in the bio. They're all at Polypolitics, like my name. And I'm working on clearing out my gift gallery. Ryan just cleared the donuts out. We could really use some gift gallery clearing since this is my first time on this week. So if you guys like support, I really, really appreciate that. That really means a lot. And yeah. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. How old are you?
I'm 45.
Awesome. What's on your mind?
You were just mentioning what if somebody had to walk Biden around like that, and I just found it surprising because there's plenty of videos where it was clear that Biden's age had clearly diminished his capabilities, and there's video of him standing at a flag, looking at nobody, tripping downstairs. And
Interesting. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Hold on. Say what?
Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I didn't vote for anybody in the last election.
Do you support Donald Trump?
There are some things I support about Donald Trump.
Oh, interesting. And I'm assuming you supported Joe Biden too then.
No, I didn't support. I lost faith in the Democrats when I kind of learned about superdelegates and just kind of tracked them on the record and realized that
Both parties
for
have
the
super
most
delegates.
part.
That doesn't make any sense. So the entire
What
point
do you mean?
is,
I think that
sir,
superdelegates
the
are
entire point is,
clearly there.
sir, the
First,
entire,
can we get back to the original topic where
I'm trying
I
to,
was?
sir, the entire
Okay.
point is that when it happened to Joe Biden, okay, and Joe Biden was doing a whole lot better than Donald Trump is right now, okay, whole lot better. Like, yes, did Biden show some signs of age in his last year's president? 100% he did. 100%. That's not even a question. Okay.
Okay.
When
So what did
Biden
the
did it,
Democrats?
hold on, I'm not finished. When Biden did it, everybody on the right lost their entire fucking mind. Fox News was playing every single time he wandered like a little bit or showed some signs of his aging. They were playing it on repeat 24 hours a day for weeks.
And
Okay.
what did the
And now
Democrats
that
do?
Donald Trump is doing it, all those same people that complained about Joe Biden aren't saying a dang thing about what's happening to
Oh,
Donald Trump.
I definitely
And
think that
that's the
anybody who's
point
not
I'm making,
capable
sir.
of doing the
What
job.
what I'm saying is that Joe Biden, while he did show signs of aging, at his worst was maybe about 15% of what Donald Trump is. He called Zelensky Putin to his face twice today. Or
Can
yesterday.
I have a moment?
Sure.
You said, what if somebody had to walk Biden around the same way? And people did have to do that. And what did the Democrats do? They refused to
Pressured him
let
to
anybody
jump out
have
of
a
the race.
primary
They pressured him out of the race.
when it was beyond evident that there was no more lying that they could have done. And then what did they do?
Who lied?
Did they have a primary?
Who lied?
No. So I'm
Who
just
lied?
saying,
No,
in
no. Who
comparison,
lied? Sir, I
look
asked you a
at your
question. You
own-
said they lied. Who lied?
Are you talking? The whole DNC was saying that he was
No,
completely
name me a
fine.
person,
Don't
sir.
worry
DNC
about
is an
it.
organization.
He's gonna be
Who
okay.
lied?
Just the DNC party who puts up the candidate for
Can you
the
show me where the
Democratic
DNC
Party.
lied?
Yeah, they said that he was mentally stable enough
Where?
to do another 4 years, and they pushed
Hold
that
on, where? Where did
lie
they say
and
that?
called everybody
Where did they say that?
on everybody
Where
who
did they
criticized
say
his
that?
age.
Sir,
they criticized
where?
them heavily.
Sir, where
You
did they
guys
say that?
Just
No, sir,
Say what?
sir. Where
Okay.
did the Democratic Party say that? That's what I'm asking you. You're making these claims. I'm not a
You don't
Democrat
remember
anymore. Okay, I'm
during
not
the
a registered
election?
Democrat.
You don't
I
remember
do
during the
follow
election when
a
people
whole bunch
questioned
of
his
Democrats.
stability?
I follow a whole bunch of people. I know lots of Republicans that were saying that when the White House, that Joe Biden was acting very, very cognitively, that he was answering questions very deliberately, that he was very decisive, even when woken up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
There were Democrats
There you
and
go.
Republicans
those
that
were
were
the
both
lies.
saying
Those
that.
were the lies those were the lies.
But that was never the
clearly, when
Democratic
you-
Party. Those were White House staffers.
And what did the DNC do? They let that happen, and then when they
The DNC doesn't get to
couldn't
let
hide
that
it
happen.
anymore,
Hold on. The
when they
DNC doesn't get to
couldn't hide
let
it anymore,
Hold
what did
on.
they do?
Holy shit, dude. The DNC does not let that happen. The DNC couldn't stop Joe Biden from running for president, and you know that, right?
You don't think that they could have stepped in knowing what his mental condition was?
Do you think that that's the way the candidates are chosen, by who the DNC
Do you think
chooses?
they knowing?
Do you think that the only people that run for
condition he
president?
was in,
Do you think that the
them
only people that no?
defending
I
him-
asked you a question. Do you think that the Democratic Party just chooses who's going to run for president? Because that's not the way it works.
That's why I brought up superdelegates.
You brought up
Because
super
one-
delegates about something completely different. Now you're trying to shift the conversation away from the DNC and over to
No,
super
I'm not.
delegates, and I don't
This
know
is
why.
directly-
Yes, you are. You are
could
saying
calm
the
down and you could calm down and let me reply
You are
to
saying that no, because you're saying false statements and you're not freaking responding when I'm asking you questions about those false statements.
I say
If
half a
you're saying the
sentence and
DNC
you
said
think
this,
that
I'm
you
asking
already
you.
know my
Listen,
full sentence,
listen,
and you
listen.
jump down my throat.
All right, sir.
You need
sir.
to learn how to host
Nobody's
a
jumped
show.
down anybody's throat. You
need
need to learn to
how
not be
host
so.
a show,
You
sir.
need to learn how to not be so Charmin Ultra Soft, because I'm talking to you very fucking
I'm not
calmly.
Sherman
If your
Otis.
feelings are getting fucking hurt, that's on you.
No, me telling you
I like
that you
how
need to
people
learn how
want
to
to
be a better
criticize the way I
host
run
isn't
my
having
show
me having
by just
feelings
saying,
hurt.
hey, I am questioning the things that come out of your mouth. I love
Yeah,
how
you
people get offended
questioned,
by
and
that.
then I got half.
This is what Republicans think should happen. Republicans and little MAGA idiots like this guy
You keep hanging.
think that nothing should ever be questioned that comes out of their mouth. Okay? They think that they should just be able to say whatever the fuck they want and nobody should question it. I have not criticized him. I've not said any of that stuff. I have asked him where the DNC said that. He can't answer the question because it doesn't exist, right? He was saying that White House staffers did it, which I agree, but those are both Democrat and Republican White House staffers. I've already said that Joe Biden had signs of aging in his last years. I already said that. Okay. But none of that affects the fact that the DNC did not choose Biden. Actually, if we actually look at the internal memos coming from the DNC, the DNC tried to pressure Joe Biden to drop out well before, like years before he ran for president.
They didn't pressure him to drop out, just like they didn't pressure Dianne Feinstein to drop out, because when you have a complete puppet who will
So
sit
all
there,
of the internal memos that have come from legitimate reporting that have said
No,
the
I'm talking
DNC was
about
actually trying to tell
elderly
Joe
people
Biden
who
not
are
to run.
serving in
See,
this
you won't even let me
country,
finish a
just
sentence,
like
will you?
Donald.
All right, I'll just mute you. That's fine. You need to learn how to have a conversation with somebody. You need to grow the fuck up.
I talk at your level for three.
You
for
talk at
15
my
seconds
level,
and you
sir.
can't
I'm sorry.
handle
I
it.
talk like a lot better than toddler, which is the level you're speaking at.
No, and you call people.
Nobody cares. Shut the fuck up. Sir, listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Okay?
I'm not an
Nope. Shh.
invited people.
Shh. You will be muted unless you can learn to have a conversation like an adult.
You learn how to have a.
Shh.
Show me how to have an adult conversation, and
I'm
follow
trying
your
to,
lead,
sir, but you are fighting with all of your power to try to stop me.
I have been talked over this entire thing. You've interrupted.
You've been talked over because you haven't shut the fuck up this entire time. What do you? What is this? Is this? Do you think this show? Do you think this show is you just come on here and just talk the entire time, sir? You won't be talked over if you're quiet. Okay? If you learn to breathe during sentences, then you won't be talked over. Okay? That's how this works. So here's what's gonna happen. You're just being continually muted. Just thought I'll let you know. I don't owe you a damn thing to talk on my platform. When you are ready to be quiet, I will unmute you and then you can respond to what I have to say, okay?
I'm going to hang.
I don't care. Hang up. You're muted anyway, so no one can hear you. But I'm going to ask my question anyway, okay? If you want to be a little bitch and run off like the child that you are, then run off, okay? So what I was going to say was, and what I was trying to say was, is all of the internal memos that have come from legitimate reporting, including reporting from the New York Times, including reporting from Politico, including reporting from Fox News even, which said that the Democratic Party was trying to pressure Joe Biden out of office years before he decided to run out. Actually, specifically, they even pressured him to the point of saying, hey, okay, that they didn't even want him to run when he won the first time. How are you going to tell me that all of that legitimate reporting is inaccurate because you just believe it? Do you have any evidence to show that that's inaccurate? Oh, he hung up. Guys, these fucking MAGAs are so fucking Charmin Ultra Soft, bro. They're so sad. Nobody in the DNC wanted Joe Biden to run. Nobody. Okay? Nobody. Okay? Nobody. All right? But y'all can't handle that. All right? You guys sat up here and you fucking yelled, oh, Joe Biden this, Joe Biden that, Joe Biden so old, Joe Biden so this, Joe Biden so that. And now Donald Trump is up there fucking being walked around by other fucking presidents. Okay? Being fucking, not even calling other leaders of other countries by their actual names, saying he's number one on TikTok at NATO, and you guys don't have shit to fucking say. Okay? It's actually really, really funny too, because I had an interview yesterday. I had an interview with a guy who was definitely conservative. We had an interview we talked for an hour and a half. An hour and a half. Nobody had a problem getting what they had to say out. Nobody. We had a wonderful, nice, calm conversation for an hour and a half. Check out my podcast. It'll be released soon too. Okay? Nobody had a problem getting a word out. But yet I get on here with you Neanderthals. Okay? I come out here with you Neanderthals and you guys don't know how to have a conversation. All right? You guys say a bunch of stuff that has no basis in reality. And the second that somebody has something to say about it, because obviously it's false, because we have a mountain of evidence showing that it's false, then you guys want to call it rude when somebody calls you out on your completely obvious lies that you guys do. And you guys want to call it disrespect. No, you guys are fucking soft. You guys don't turn off Fox News. Okay? It's your lack of intelligence. That's it. When you guys want to get some intelligence, then maybe you can have a conversation with an intelligent person. I literally, an hour and a half on a conversation with a conservative, no problems. Okay? An hour and a half. I think they watch too much, The Five? And see how Jessica Tarlov gets treated, and they think that I'm her. They watch how those freaking idiot fucking Fox News hosts treat Jessica Tarlov, and they're like, oh, I can just treat everybody like that. Bitch, there's a reason why she gets paid what she gets paid. All right? Jessica Tarlov gets paid what she gets paid, okay? To shut the fuck up and have to listen to y'all. Y'all want to pay me what she gets paid? Then I'll be quiet like she's quiet. Until then, you're going to have to answer for your bullshit. Hello, how are you? Hello? All right. Yeah, it's crazy. I think that's what has like really annoyed me with like being on here, like truthfully. I think that's what's annoyed me by being on here the most is because I've started my podcast and I'm starting to talk to a lot of actually intelligent people, especially intelligent people that I disagree with. I realize how dumb some of the people that I talk to on here are. Like, truthfully. After you start talking to like some intelligent people, it's really, 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 really hard to go back to talking to people that are just freaking just. It's so difficult. It's so difficult to talk to morons after you just get used to talking to freaking intelligent people, man. This is why there's almost none of them left. This is why there's no MAGA. This is why there's no Trump supporters. My guest box used to be filled with people ready to have a conversation with me. And now all that's left is the little bottom of the barrel. Fucking don't have 3 fucking brain cells to fucking run together, right? The most low IQ, okay, people that are fucking left in MAGA are the only ones left. I used to have fucking hour-long conversations on this fucking app with people that I disagreed with. And now I can't get through 5 minutes. Okay? I can't get through 5 minutes without these low intelligent people fucking crashing the fuck out. I literally can't get through 5 minutes. And then they have the nerve to be like, I'm going to hang up. Please do. I didn't want to talk to you to begin with. Okay? Please do. I really didn't want to talk to you to begin with. I really, really didn't. Yeah. But anyways, if you actually support Trump and you actually have like enough brain cells to have a conversation, then call on in or join the guest request box. But I know you won't, so I don't even know why I say it. Let's see. There we go. Sorry. I know you won't, but that's okay. I forgive you anyway. It's not your fault. Mike, thank you so much for the power potion. Gabe, thank you so much for the goat trophy. Adam, thank you so much for the flow state. Mike, thank you so much for the power potion. Gabe, thank you so much for the goat trophy. I really appreciate that. And Adam, thank you so much for the flow state over there. And then I need to pull up the stuff over here. Hey Matt, what's going on? Thanks for the heart. I appreciate that. Kim, thank you so much for the hand hearts. I think they cleared that off the gift gallery too. I appreciate that. Is that, I can't read your name. Feli, thank you so much for the fingers. Ryan, thank you so much for the donuts. I already said thank you to that. Oh my goodness. But anyways, speaking of the podcast, go check it out. It's out everywhere. New episode will be out this week. Have a great interview with a Democrat out of South Dakota. Next week's episode of the podcast probably won't have an interview on it because the following week, I'll actually have we're actually separating the interviews. So the podcast will actually be separate from the rest of the stuff. And if you actually want to hear me talk with people I disagree with, who actually aren't complete morons, then please tune into that interview because that'll be really, really fun. Okay, I'm gonna be talking to somebody who thinks that Donald Trump was completely justified in this war, that he was doing all the right stuff. I'm talking to somebody who believes all socialism is a farce. Actual people, doctors in economics, doctors in mathematics, some people that used to work for some major news agencies, stuff like that. So, yeah, go check that out. Go check that out. It'll be really, really fun for you guys to actually want to hear intelligent conversation because this has gone completely off the rails. All right. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, I was talking about Ken Paxton and how much of a piece of shit he is. I don't really give a shit. Oh, this was funny. I actually saw this video. I actually want to play it because it's actually, yeah, guys, all of us communists are all going to concentration camps. In case you guys didn't know that. Donald Trump said it today. He said he's sending communists to concentration camps. So, all you commies out there, by the way, by commie, he just means anybody he disagrees with, by the way. So you can literally be like a conservative that doesn't agree with him. All right. And guess what? You're going to a concentration camp with the rest of us commies. All right. Yeah, if you're a leftist, if you're a progressive, if you're a moderate Democrat, if you're a socialist, if you're a communist, if you're a Republican that doesn't agree with Donald Trump, if you're a conservative that actually understands what conservative means, if you're MAGA but you voted against Donald Trump once in the Senate, we're all going to be in the same concentration camp together. Just thought I'd let you guys know. All right. All right, we're going to have fun. All right. It's gonna be a party. All right. Cloud hitters bringing snacks. All right. I think they call it commissary there, but cloud hitters bringing snacks. Keisha's bringing the Red Bull. All right. So we'll be good. And we'll all just sit around reading, I don't know, the Communist Manifesto or something. Yeah, well, who's bringing the scythe? Who's bringing the scythe? We gotta. Lynn's bringing the music. Guys, we are gonna have communism is going to be so fun. This communism thing is going to be so fun. It sounds like we got board games, food, grills coming, wine and whiskey. Guys, we're going to have so much fun. Is it BYOB? Sure. I mean, no, it's community, right? It's a commune. All right? What's mine is yours, what's yours is mine. We're all just going to share. Okay? We're going to share the wine, we're going to share the food, we're all going to share and we're all going to be happy. Okay? Yeah. But bring some for you and some for everybody else. You know? Sharing is caring. All right? Sharing is caring. We're going to have movies. All right? There's going to be s'mores. All right? Yeah, invite your friends over. Invite your friends. We'll have a good time. We got karaoke. Someone's bringing Trump steaks. Someone's bringing Trump steaks is wild. Yes, there will be free daycare there, by the way. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, someone's bringing Trump steaks. That's funny. Freaking tough ass fucking steaks. There will be readings from the Trump Bible. All right. Yeah, there will be readings from the Trump Bible every day. Amen. Oh my God. This sounds like when people tell me like go to hell. I'm like, dude, this sounds like a party. You're bringing the Mises, Feisty? Yeah, we'll all sync our rump watches. All right, we'll all sync our rump watches. That way we all know when to get there. Okay? Yeah, and if anybody sells anything for profit, all right, straight to jail. Straight to jail. You undercook fish, straight to jail. You overcook chicken, believe it or not, straight to jail. You make a dentist appointment and you don't show up, straight to jail. Yeah. I hope some of you guys actually got that. I could use a vacation. If you don't season your chicken, straight to jail. Straight to jail. Okay? You put raisins in the potato salad or in the mac and cheese, straight to jail. All right? Straight to jail. Actually, if there's raisins, if you're even caught with raisins are now contraband. All right? Any raisins will be met with the full force of the law. any raisins. All right? Boiled chicken, straight to jail. Yep. 100%. If you drive the speed limit or slower in any lane that's not the far right lane, straight to jail. Straight to jail. Does that count for prunes as well? I'll let you have the prunes. Okay? Who the fuck said I like overcooked chicken? What the fuck? What the fuck? Who said they liked overcooked chicken? Yo, what the fuck, dude? Are birds real? We're not getting into that. We're not getting into that. We're not getting into that. All right. Yeah, no trial, no nothing. Journalists, we have a special jail just for journalists. Let me have my craisins, Polly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. I'm sorry. You can't do it. If you eat mayo with a spoon, I hate mayo, period. If you eat mayo in with a spoon, I have the right to immediately smack it out of your face. Okay? And then to jail. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even think mayo should be legal. Yeah, I don't believe mayo should be legal. Mm-mm. Nope. People do that? Bro, the first time I was in Europe and saw someone dip fries in mayo, I almost threw up. The first time I saw someone dip fries in mayo, I literally almost threw up. I was like, you should like on site, like executed, bro. Like there's no saving you. Oh. Nope.
Yeah, what's up, man?
What's up?
So yeah, I support Trump because I personally wouldn't want males, trans women, in women's sports.
All right, and how does that affect you? First of all, how old are you?
Yeah, 21. How does it affect me? Because my sister plays.
I didn't ask how it
Like, I
affected
have
your sister. I
multiple
asked how it
female.
affected you.
Huh?
How does it
That
affect
does
you? That's what I asked.
because it affects somebody that I'm personally connected with.
Okay, so it doesn't affect you at all.
No, it does.
No, but it doesn't though. You're saying
If
that
your family member got alive, it would affect you, correct?
Yeah, but are trans people killing your sister?
They don't have to that degree.
Do you have siblings, right? So you have family
Wait,
members?
you didn't understand my analogy?
Yeah, I understand your analogy. I'm pointing out how stupid it is.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So again, you have siblings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. When they played sports, have you ever been like how has that ever affected you? Have you ever seen them play a sport and they were just like, and it was just like, oh well, now you can't live anymore.
What?
Yeah.
I'm confused with your question.
Okay, let me make the example. When somebody passes away, yes, that affects the people around them. Them playing a sport doesn't, and the competition in which they play that sport also doesn't affect them, right? You're making a generalization based off someone.
Yeah, that's great.
Second of all, can you please explain to me, like, do you know which trans people that your sister is played against?
Yeah, I want to respond to the first thing you're saying. So
okay, can you respond to both of them at the same time?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, perfect.
That's fine. You're trying to make the claim that unalivement, the only degree to where a family member is affected and then you're affected because the family member is affected, the only degree where that's possible is only unalivement.
That's not what I said at all.
I highly disagree.
That's not what I said at all.
Okay.
You made the argument because I said, how does it affect you? You said your sister plays sports, and you jumped to. I'm sorry, your cousin. You said.
My siblings. I have multiple.
Your siblings, sure. Your siblings play sports, right? You're the one who jumped to unalivement. I didn't. I was just comparing yours to somebody else. You didn't need to jump to unalivement whatsoever. I was more than happy with staying with sports.
No. You're not understanding. What I'm saying is,
I understand perfectly.
I give an example of unalignment because you asked me how does it affect you, and I gave you an example how it affects me.
You're using a different situation.
You're trying to assert. Can I finish? You're trying to assert that it doesn't affect me because
this is a waste of time.
Sport.
You've already said this part. I don't need to let you finish. You've already said this exact
with my
part.
Argument.
Yeah, your argument is you are going to make a completely different scenario. All right. And you are going to then try to justify your current scenario based off a completely different and completely, over exaggerated argument, and then expect me to engage with your argument on that. Right. And that's what you're expecting.
What an example is?
So what you said is your siblings play sports. And I said, it doesn't affect you. And you said, if one of your family members died, then that would affect everybody. That wasn't the argument.
Well, because you were saying it doesn't affect me because it's not me. That's what I was hearing, right? So that's why I gave the example of unalivement.
Awesome. Then please
I don't have to give an example of unalivement.
One of your siblings being involved in a sport where a trans person is also involved affects you.
Yeah, unfairness.
that unfairness affects you?
If they're going up against unfairness, competing with a man
Whoa.
or a
We haven't even,
male
first of all,
that
you
has a
haven't even made an
man,
argument that's unfair. How does unfairness from somebody else playing a sport affect you?
yeah, because males are physically superior to females.
It's not what I asked you. I asked you how an unfairness of your siblings playing sports affects you. How does that affect? So let me give you a better. Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. Okay. One of your siblings. What sport do they play? One of them. It doesn't matter.
That's fine. Basketball.
Basketball.
Either
Perfect.
basketball,
Okay.
swimming. They play
Perfect.
a handful of
Perfect. So
sports.
if there was I'm sorry, I'm assuming this is one of your sisters. I'm assuming we're talking about siblings.
Yeah, they're all
Okay,
sisters.
perfect. So if your sister, okay, had to go up against a girl that was 7'5" tall, okay, and that girl was dunking all over them, how does that affect you?
It doesn't.
Why? But it's unfair.
Okay, completely different.
No, it's not. That is a level of
I'm gonna
unfairness.
explain
That
how
is
it's
a
different.
level of
You
unfairness
gotta
that
let
is
me
happening
finish,
in sports to
buddy.
your sister, and you are saying that
I
unfairness
know your argument.
affects you
I know
directly,
your
and
basic
I'm
argument.
trying to figure out how that
I
I
know
don't.
your argument.
You know my argument. I'm not even I'm
About to
literally just
slam me.
asking you questions about your argument. I'm
Okay,
not even
great.
making one. I am trying to figure out how that unfairness affects you. That's all I'm
That's
asking.
fine, and I can explain. You're
Then
just
please do,
yapping.
and stop whining
Yeah,
about it.
great. A 7 foot, yeah, difference. A 7 because there's levels to unfairness is what I'm arguing. A woman being 7 foot competing with my sister is not quite unfairness because if you go into like boxing, right, they have weight matches. Some men weigh more than other men and still compete with them, right?
But we're
Even
not
though they
talking about
have weight
boxing. We're talking
matches.
about basketball.
Even though they have an advantage,
But we're not
right?
talking
That
about
doesn't
boxing. We're talking
quite
about
mean
basketball.
It's an example.
Does
But what I'm
basketball have
claiming
weight
is it's
classes?
called an example. You don't know what
Does
an analogy
basketball
is?
have weight classes?
No,
Then why are we talking about a different
because
sport, how
we're
they have weight
talking
classes in
about
that? We
fairness
are
and
talking about
advantages.
basketball and the advantages of
Wait,
being
wait, wait.
tall when it comes to
Exactly. We're
basketball.
talking about advantages and unfairness. Perfect.
Correct.
That's totally analogous to what we're talking
So
about.
you're saying, so what you're saying, so hold on. So you're saying advantages are not unfairness?
No,
Oh, so advantages aren't unfairness. Then
not
please
to a level
explain to me.
degree.
Then please do explain to me how it's
Yeah,
unfair for
great.
trans
Yeah,
people to
perfect,
play in
perfect,
sports.
perfect. Males, say for example, me competing into a women's sports, my bone density is
That's
way,
an
way, way more
advantage.
higher.
That's an
Muscle
advantage.
tissue,
That's an advantage.
testosterone.
No, you just said
No, they're all.
advantages aren't.
Wait, wait. They're
You're
all
naming
advantages.
advantages,
But
and
the
you just
difference
said that
is, okay,
advantages. You just said that advantages aren't
I
unfairness.
said
You're
the
just
level of
naming
degree. Don't
You're
strawman me.
just naming advantages. You said that advantages
There are
are not
advantages.
unfairness. That is exactly what you just
Yeah,
said.
but a
If
single
advantages are
advantage.
not unfairness, then you
I
have to
wait until you're
explain to
done
me
yapping.
how trans people competing in
That's
sports
fine.
is unfair
I was
without
trying to
naming an
explain that until you
advantage.
interrupted me. That's fine. I know you have to interrupt me. So the difference between what I'm saying of what a male competing in a women's sport and the difference between a woman being 7 foot or like a foot taller than my sister
Mhm.
is that the advantage degree is one's way higher than the other, right? You have a man competing against a woman that's like a child competing against an adult, right? It's
No,
different
it's
when you
not.
have two children than a foot taller that has a singular
The fuck are
advantage
you talking about?
compared
It's
to
like an
a
adult competing
adult
against a
who has
child. Doesn't
multiple
make sense.
advantages than the child.
Gotcha. So if there was a trans,
Thank you. So
if there
it's
was a
not that hard.
if there was a
Not
trans
that hard to
woman
understand.
who was, I don't know, 4'10", okay, maybe about 80 pounds, you're saying that's an unfair advantage, but the woman that is 7 foot
What
tall
trans woman
is,
weighs? What? This is not even in reality.
of
What
course, it's in
trans woman
reality.
is 4 foot?
You don't think trans
No,
trans
that's
women
competing in
exist?
sports.
Yeah, they are. Sure, they are.
Show me one.
You show me one that you show me that doesn't
No,
exist, bro.
no, no,
You
no.
want me to show you
You
one?
made
I'm
the
not going to go
positive
look up
claim.
trans people and put their picture on the screen. That would be completely unethical.
What you made the positive claim that it's happening.
I'm still not going to do something unethical because I made a
Okay, so
positive
great. So I'm
claim.
gonna dismiss that. I'm
Trans
gonna
people
dismiss that
exist
claim.
in all different heights and weights. You know that, right?
That not playing sports
How do you know who's playing sports? Have you seen every single
because
trans
there's
person
not
that's
been a
played sports?
singular one.
Have
Say for
you
example,
have how
you
about
don't know
this?
how
How
to
about
debate.
this? Name me 3 trans athletes.
No, I don't know. That doesn't
You don't
prove your
know
claim,
3.
though.
So you're making a positive claim that a height and weight of a trans athlete
It's not a
does not
positive
exist,
claim.
but you can't even name 3 trans athletes that exist in total?
Yeah, can I
Then
respond?
how can you
Great.
possibly tell me
So,
that a height
what
and
a
weight of a
positive and a
trans
negative
athlete
claim is.
doesn't
Say, for
exist
example,
if you don't
make the
even know what
claim.
who 3
Yeah,
trans
that's
athletes
great.
are?
That's great. That's
But
great.
that's
That's
actually
great.
kind of funny. That's
So
actually kind
I
of funny because
couldn't
you actually
prove
just
to
brought that
you.
up, that you don't know
Wait,
3
you're
trans athletes.
yapping.
No, hold on.
Let me debunk your argument.
No, shush. You actually made a
Okay,
really
so I
good
can't
point there.
debunk your argument.
Sure, that's fine. You actually made a great argument. So can you name the trans person that's competing against one of your siblings?
Can I name the trans person that's competing against my siblings?
Uh-huh.
No, I guess I don't remember the name.
Oh, but you know they exist.
No, I never even made the claim that they exist.
Well, they have to exist in order for it to be unfair to
I
your
know I never
siblings.
made the claim that they went up against trans women. I only gave the analogy that they could.
No, you said it was unfair because you have siblings. So therefore, it can only be unfair if those siblings were going up against trans people. But if they're not going up against trans people,
Yeah, that's
then
fine.
it
I can
can't
respond to
possibly
this.
be unfair to them, so it
Yeah,
doesn't affect
perfectly
you.
fine. Perfectly fine. Totally basic argument.
Perfect. So let's go back to the beginning.
If
How
the
does it affect
question,
you?
I guess I can't answer. I guess I can't respond to it.
There's nothing to
So
respond to. You
if the
just admitted that your
question
entire argument
is
is a
trans women should be
giant
allowed
fallacy.
in women's
You
sports,
literally,
right?
you
And it's
just admitted
legalized,
that
especially in the state of California, that can affect my siblings because if they
your
professionally
entire
go into
argument.
sports, they
You
could
just
possibly.
made your entire argument a fallacy. Okay? You
What
can turn on your
fallacy?
camera all you want. I don't give a shit.
What
Okay?
fallacy?
Yeah. If you're saying that the only reason you don't like it is because it is unfair to your siblings, and now you are saying that your
No,
siblings do not compete against
never
it,
said
then I
that.
need to go
Straw
back
man.
to the point where you say, why is it unfair to you?
So you straw man me. You want me to explain how you
No,
straw man
you're
me?
straw manning
You know
this
what a straw man
entire
is?
conversation. Do not try to gaslight me right now. How is it unfair
You
to
straw
you?
man me. I'm gonna
Sir,
explain how you straw man me.
I don't want you
Don't
to
try to
explain.
go
I would,
over your
nope.
fallacious
I don't
argument.
care. I do not care.
Oh, you don't care that you straw man? Of course.
I
You're a
don't care what
terrible
your
debater.
opinion
Go
of the
ahead.
straw
Go
man
ahead.
is.
Say what you need to say.
I
I'll
am going
debunk
to let
it.
you answer one question. That's it. One question. Okay.
And then
How is
am I able to give an argument?
Yes, as
Or
long
you're
as
gonna
it's an
keep
argument that
yapping?
is based in reality.
Okay, perfectly fine. What do you
Perfect.
got to say? And I'm gonna
How
give my
does it
argument.
affect you?
How does it affect me? Because if we normalize that trans women should be in women's sports, then it comes up to legalizing it. And if it comes up to legalizing it, my siblings, if they choose to go professionally, or right now currently they're in college sports, then it will affect them. And then while it's affecting them, then it will affect me.
So do you
It's
know
a
what
chain
that's called?
reaction. It's called a chain reaction.
It's called a slippery slope fallacy.
Define slippery slope fallacy.
Yeah, it's when you're saying if one thing happens, then the next thing could happen, then the next thing could happen,
Why
then
is
the
that
next thing could
fallacious?
happen, then the next thing could happen. It's
Why is
called
that fallacious?
I'm sorry, sir. If you need to Google what a slippery slope fallacy
No,
is, that's
no.
on
Why
you.
is
Okay.
that? Why is
I'm
that
sorry. I'm not
fallacious?
here to teach debate 101 to you.
Oh, so you can't explain to
Okay,
me why
gotcha.
it's racist, then you
So
can't
it
use
is a
it.
slippery slope
I
fallacy
don't
because you
care.
are saying that if one of your siblings does one thing, then if it happens,
Yeah,
then
that's
if
my
this
argument.
happens,
So what's
then
wrong
if
with
this
it?
thing, it's a slippery slope fallacy. It's a complete
Why is
fallacy
that
of an argument.
fallacious? That's not how you
Why is
debate.
it
Why is
fallacious
that
to say that,
fallacious?
hey, if something happens in the future that's not happening, then something could happen? Are you serious?
Yeah,
Now,
why is that
your
fallacious?
entire argument is if this happens, then something that is
He
not
keeps
happening
repeating
could
the
happen,
same thing.
and then something else that's
Man,
not happening
you're
could
slamming him on
happen,
his neck.
and then if not, here I can make the exact same argument back to you. Okay,
Oh,
and
go ahead.
maybe this
Go
will make
ahead.
a lot more
Go
sense.
ahead.
Okay, then you'll hear how stupid it sounds.
Go ahead. Go
Okay,
ahead.
if we legalize trans people in sports, then what could possibly happen? Oh, you're smoking on here. You got to turn off your screen.
I gotta turn off my screen.
Yep, you can't be on camera
God,
freaking doing
bro.
that right now.
Yes, the fuck
It's
you
against
can, but go ahead.
it's against terms of service. Do you not know how to read also?
Sure, buddy. All right, go ahead.
I'm sorry, do you not know how to read?
Do I know how to? No, I didn't read TikTok policies. No, I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
really
Well,
do
you
that.
should, and then you would know that you can't do
Nah, I'm
that
not going.
on camera. Just thought I'd let you know. Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, look, and then he gets live content themes made restricted. You have to remove them from your live for consuming substances featured on this live that could be harmful. Check that out. And then you get kicked for the exact same thing that I said you couldn't do. Oh shit. Anyways, your fallacy is a slippery slope fallacy. You should look it up sometime and see what it is. It doesn't affect you. And that's the point I was trying to get to while you were trying to straw man your entire way through this entire argument, is that the entire thing about trans athletes is a joke. It doesn't actually affect anyone, and it doesn't actually hurt anyone. You guys have to make up scenarios, fantasy scenarios. Okay? You have to make up fantasy scenarios, all right, in which to freaking blame trans people for something, probably because your life sucks too bad and you have nothing else to go on. He can do it on purpose. It doesn't affect me. It just tells me if I don't remove him, then I'll, there's something will happen to me later. It doesn't affect me. I don't care. If he wants to get if he wants to get violations of his own, that's on him. I don't care.
Yo.
Hello, how are you?
Doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How old are you?
18.
Awesome. What year were you born?
2008.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. What's on your mind?
I support Trump getting the illegal immigrants out of our country.
Why?
Because I think if someone breaks into your backyard, you should have the chance to remove them from there.
Yeah, well, first of all, that's a false equivalency, right? Because the United States is a country,
I've heard that
private
equivalency
property.
a lot in a lot of debates.
What?
If someone snuck into your country, just like they snuck into your backyard, in some certain states, you have the right to defend yourself, or
yes, because your
anything like
private
that.
property is private property. Is the United States federal land private property?
Are you kidding me? You can't just come
It's
into
a yes or a no
random
question,
country.
sir. Is
no.
land where you cross the border federal land? Is that private property?
Is USA considered private property? Is that what the question is?
Yes, or is someone entering private property by entering the country?
I wouldn't know how to. I mean, there's a reason they're called illegal immigrants.
It's super simple. It's no. You're right. It's no. All right.
Okay. Well, if someone came into the country illegally, that's if someone came into your backyard,
no, it
I don't
is
know.
not, because your backyard is private property.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that the difference between sneaking into a country and sneaking into someone's backyard is that it's private property?
First of all, the overwhelming majority of undocumented immigrants in this country did not sneak into this country. They came here through legal means and then overstayed their visa or whatever status was legal. So first of all, they didn't sneak in. Let's start there, okay? Second of all, okay, there have been something like 2.5 million immigrants in this country who are currently now undocumented in this country that were legally here before Donald Trump overturned their legal status in this country, right? So they were here legally. Donald Trump made them undocumented immigrants and is now trying to deport them because of that. All right. So this entire idea is completely a fallacy to begin with. But regardless, okay, people are entering private property and people entering the United States are two completely different things. Okay, you don't need a visa to enter private property. You just have to be accepted in, right? But you can get a visa. There's all sorts of different ways in which you can enter the United States. All right, not to mention the fact that most of the people that are coming over here are from Latin America, where they were actually really here first, or whatever. These are just made up lines that we drew later. All right, but regardless of even of that, Donald Trump hasn't even done a good job at deporting undocumented immigrants. So even if none of that was fucking true, even if none of it was true, Donald Trump's still not even doing a good job at it.
Okay, well, I want to go to the last debate you guys just had about women in sports.
Why?
I want.
Do you also have a bunch
I
of
don't
siblings
think he did a
that
good
aren't
job at
playing
it, but I
against-
do agree with his opinion. I want to just re-go on that.
Jesus Christ.
So with
Couldn't
boxing,
stay on immigration for
do you
2
agree
fucking
with
seconds, could you?
do you agree with men
No,
in,
I'm just
in
saying, like,
boxing
this
against
is
women?
is this all you guys have? Like, your president is being such a failure. And every single thing, right? Every single thing that all you have to guys stand on is an issue that does not affect you in the slightest, in any way, shape, or form, and you need to demonize and punch down other people in order to freaking feel better about yourself. That's
Why am
your
I
entire thing.
punching them down? I'm trying to protect.
What?
I'm trying. Oh, well, if there was a man in a women's boxing match, do you think that like transgender
Can you name one time when that's
go
happened?
well, wasn't that the debate about men going into women's
No, you
sports?
said if it was happening. I said, can you please name a time that's happened?
I mean, a man beating up a woman, or just a boxing match between a man and a
A
woman?
boxing match with a trans person. Can you please name one?
Aaliyah Thomas.
Aaliyah Thomas.
You can search her up. That's the transgender.
Well, I mean, you just heard it from somebody else. Who is she?
She's a woman boxer.
No, go ask your friend who she is who just yelled it from the back.
A trans woman swimmer. That's who she is.
I didn't ask you about fucking swimming, did I?
It's just. All right, watch out, bro.
I asked you about boxing.
I can't name a time.
Can you please explain to me? How about this? All right, fine. You want to use swimming? That's totally fine. Can you please explain to me how two people swimming in separate lanes and not touching each other makes a danger for somebody in that?
It doesn't imply danger, but it like if
you said
if transgender woman.
Danger. No, you said it is a danger. You're in the middle of arguing
I didn't say
how
it was
it's a danger. You did.
Transgender man swimming.
Yeah, can you please explain how it's how in any way in swimming, in any way,
I never said that was
of
dangerous.
The gender or sex or freaking gender assigned at birth, please explain to me how dangerous swimming is because trans people are in them.
I never claimed that transgender woman going into swimming is dangerous for the woman.
Oh, you said boxing, didn't you?
I said boxing, yes.
Yeah, so can you please give me a boxer?
A transgender boxer?
Mm-hmm.
Why would I give you a transgender boxer?
Because if you're going to make an argument saying that the reason why you don't support it is because of boxing, then you need to give me an example of it happening.
Have you ever seen the 1 man versus 3 women?
Have you ever seen a transgender boxer?
No, I haven't. I don't need to see a transgender boxer.
Then shut the fuck up because this entire argument is stupid then.
You don't need to see him. Like, you should know a man is going to be able to beat a woman if
I'm pretty sure I know probably about 3 dozen women that would whoop the living hell out of you.
I don't know if that's
I
true,
can
to be
see
honest.
your picture. I probably know at least 3 dozen women.
How tall do you think I am? No woman that
give
will
a shit how tall you are. First of all, I can see your picture.
It does matter. Imagine
I can
LeBron
hear your
James
fucking
going
voice.
to the WNBA.
And I know about I know
happen?
at least 4 women under 5'2" that would whoop your ass.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
I guess. Sure.
Well, what do you think of because trans women are women, right?
I have no idea what the fuck you said, dude. Get your mom to pay your phone bill next time.
You couldn't hear what I said?
No.
A lot of people heard what I said, to be honest. But I said if LeBron became
everyone
a trans
in my
woman,
chat is literally saying, "Is he underwater? Are you eating the phone? Huh? Is this MAGA mobile? His boyfriend's in the background." No, we didn't.
Why are you worried about the comments?
You said you saw a lot of people that heard what you that heard you said. Where else are you seeing?
They're your fans. They're not my fans. They're probably Kamala Harris supporters.
Oh, you're just like actually like not smart, huh?
Not smart. I guess that's a way to put it.
What benefit would I have from telling you that your phone broke up when we couldn't hear you? What benefit would I
think it's because my phone was under my sound thing, so I'll repeat what I said.
I don't care where it was. No one could fucking hear you. That's all I said.
So can I just repeat what I said instead of you cursing in a debate? Try to keep it professional. You're the professional.
This is professional. Hurry the fuck up.
Jesus. So are you trans?
Why? Are you trying to hit on me?
Would that be a problem?
If you were trying to hit on me? Yeah, I have a partner.
Okay, well, can I just repeat what I
don't date imbeciles also.
Well, what do you think if LeBron became a trans woman today and identifies as a woman? Should he be able to join the WNBA?
Well, first of all, that would take literal probably a decade for that to actually happen, where he would even qualify for the WNBA. And by that time, he'd be 50, and I think Caitlin Clark would cross him the fuck up. Dude,
LeBron James could be 80. He'll still dunk on Caitlin Clark. It's just biological. He's 6'9", 280.
How many trans people are there in the WNBA?
Probably zero. I'm not sure.
Oh, so why are you making this argument?
That's my debate. That's my argument.
Your
about
argument
if you
is
support...
what happens if something that's not happening happened.
Wait, what?
Your argument is what if something that has never happened did happen? Then we should be worried about it. So that's why I believe what I believe. That's why I support Trump.
Have you seen track
Trump
athletes,
being present, because
transgender man going against women?
Your entire argument
It's insane.
is that something that has never fucking happened and hasn't even gotten close to happen.
Well, if you're avoiding the question, you could just say that. I just asked you a question.
Trump. That's your entire argument. All right. Well, you guys, I don't support Trump because if Trump was never president, then the aliens would have shown up by now.
Well, what do you think about the war in Israel?
Technology, right? And that advanced technology would have helped us to be able to fly all the way to, to Jupiter, and we could have set up an entire settlement there, right? And then I could have had a house on the rings, right? Which probably would have been like so much better, right? And if Donald Trump hadn't become president, that wouldn't have happened. All right. So argue that against me.
To be honest, you muted me and you made the claim. What was your claim? What was your question?
I'm sorry. Does me muting you stop your ears from working?
No, but it makes me wanting to stop listening because you're just
because you don't know how to fucking listen, because all you're doing is talking. Okay? Because all you're doing is talking, and you don't let me talk on my live. I allow you to talk on my live, and that freaking threshold of how long that's about to happen is getting insanely short. Like incredibly, like minuscule short. Okay? Just all you know, it is so, it's like right there. Okay? I'm gonna give you one more chance, all right?
Can I say something? Are you done?
No, you can respond to what I said before. And if you don't know what it was, you can be quiet while I repeat it.
Go ahead and repeat it.
Awesome. I don't support Donald Trump because if Donald Trump hadn't become president, then the aliens from Jupiter actually would have come down here and shared their technology with us, and they would have put us all on a spaceship and taken us to Jupiter with them. And then I could have had a house, right, on one of Jupiter's moons, right? And that's why I don't support Trump. So now go ahead and argue it against me.
Is that like a real thing?
Yeah, that's why I don't support Trump. It's because of the aliens from Jupiter.
So you just know that aliens are coming because Trump became president. Exactly. Now they're not coming.
If Donald Trump had never been elected president, we would already be on Jupiter right now. You know how much fun that would be?
I guess that's what my claims sound like. I mean, I guess we're talking about women's sports, and now we're talking about aliens.
I want you to
One
argue
thing has
against
been
me.
debated. One thing has been debated over 1,000 times.
How can you possibly support Trump?
Why am I getting interrupted?
How can you possibly support Trump if you know we could be on Jupiter right now?
How can I support, bro? What do you think about the? Can we go back to something real and talk about the war?
Answer my question. How can you possibly support Trump knowing that we could be on Jupiter right now?
You could be on what?
He's trolling.
Man,
like it's easy to tell when you're trolling. You're saying
between both of you, like
you're trying to compare. You're trying to compare my statement not being real, but it's been debated over probably 1,000 times when nobody said aliens are coming from Jupiter.
I just did.
Like what? Yeah, you're probably the first person to ever say something stupid like that.
No. I've heard multiple people say it. It's actually in the circles I'm in. It's actually
just because you say that doesn't mean it's true.
On the Reddit boards
even
that
though what I'm
on,
saying is actually
oh my
true.
God, you should see my X algorithm. It's completely. And this is all we talk about in there.
Okay, well it's easy to tell when you're trolling, but if you had any like real debaters, like they'd be able to understand what you're doing.
Why are you having such a hard time debating my argument?
It's not a real argument.
Are you trying to pivot from my argument? Wow, you're saying my argument's not real?
Do you have anything else to say? I just said it's not real. Do you
You're
want me to repeat it?
saying that the scenario that I made up that's never happened, that doesn't exist, is just me trolling? I can't believe you. Just because it doesn't exist anywhere, all right, and it's never fucking happened, doesn't mean that my argument's not legitimate.
No, but you're saying something that will never happen. There's been trans women
Well,
in
how
sports.
do you know? How do you know it would never
Aliens have
happen?
never came to Earth and gave you a
How
house.
do you know it would never happen?
I know it's never happened because you've never got a
but
house
you
on
didn't say
Jupiter.
it's never happened.
But
You said it will never happen. That's how do you know that?
well, I can tell you what has happened.
Well, we're not talking about what has
trans women
happened.
have went
You
into
are
sports.
making the
Why are you
positive
interrupting
claim
me?
about how bad it is that LeBron James at 80 will become a trans woman and compete in the WNBA and dunk on Caitlin Clark. And that's what you're expecting me to
No,
argue. You
I
are trying
asked
to
you
give me
a question.
sir, your entire argument has been something that has never happened. Okay, you made an argument about trans boxers, couldn't name one. At about WNBA, can't name one. All you've done this entire conversation is make up scenarios that don't exist, and then try to argue about them, and then expect me to put up an argument against your made up scenario. But when I do it, then all of a sudden you have a problem with it. I don't understand.
No. I asked a question.
Well, actually,
you
sir,
made a
actually, you
claim.
specifically said it was trolling. So does that mean that you're actually trolling, sir? If I did exactly what you're doing, does that mean that you're trolling, sir? He ran. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Anyways, y'all, if you guys like, make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit the subscribe button. If you guys would like to support the live, I really, really appreciate you guys. Super chats go so far and are so awesome, so I really appreciate that. I have pay links in the bio. They're all at Polypolitics, just like my name. And oh, I got DJ glasses up on the gift goal, and we need a certain amount of those. I don't know. Still trying to trying to get to that gift gallery. So I appreciate it. I also need some crazy shit, flying jets, meteor showers, all that stuff. So if you guys like support, I appreciate that. Feisty, thank you so much for the gold coin. VJ, thank you so much for all of those. AG also. Zoe, thank you. I already think those. It's Mark said, I had a dream about you, Polly. With the little hearty eyes. So I mean, growl, you know, like we should. What's that? What kind of dream we talking about here? You know, what kind? What? Oh, also, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. If you're on TikTok, we're getting real close to 100,000 likes. I'd love to run that thing all the way up to 125. I'd really appreciate that. Also, Exquisite, I think did you just light up the hat and mustaches too? I really appreciate that also. Thank you. Zoe, AG again, VJ, thank you so much. Shirley's, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Said, I love your energy today. Really, it's exhaustion. It's mostly frustration and exhaustion. It's mostly frustration and exhaustion. So I'm glad it's coming off well. Oh, but thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. That one commentator. Thank you so much for the 5 step. For the record, the NBA is all trans people except the one white woman, age 15, so adult humans who need saving by Donald Trump and taken to what? What? What is this? For the record, the WNBA is all trans people except for the one white woman, age 15, so adult. What? I don't understand what that is. Maybe I am tired. Maybe I didn't need to go to sleep. I don't know what to tell you. Thank you so much for the 5. I really appreciate that, though. And Miguel, thank you so much for the gold coin too. Goodness gracious. Guys, that's all I have. I haven't been on a lot lately. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I've been frustrated. I've been going through it over here. So I really appreciate having a good time. I really appreciate having a good time tonight. Trust me, y'all, I really needed it. And yeah. Make sure you guys check out my podcast too. Like, I'm serious. Go make it happen. All right. It's on the Polypolitics podcast on all your streaming platforms, except for apparently Pandora, in which apparently I'm not on there. Didn't even know they had podcasts. Honestly, didn't know it still existed. But yeah, we're still going. So anyways, if you guys would like to help support, I really appreciate you guys. I'm gonna get some rest. I don't with what time? With what time? With what time? I'm not going to sleep. I'm gonna keep going. What do you guys? I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. Hello, how are you?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How old are you?
I'm 19 right now.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
So I'm like 50-50, like toss up on Trump.
All right.
So,
care to explain?
yeah, so I just want to say first, the reason I'm 50-50 is because, you know, all that Epstein shit, that's kind of strange stuff. I don't really jive with that, but like, you know, I think my biggest contributing factor to support him is like, you know, he did free my nigga Kodak.
Yeah, those two things are even, right?
Yeah, I'm saying, right?
Yeah, we got a bad rapper out of jail in exchange for, you know, children, you know, being victimized.
Well, I mean, it's not just Kodak, right? So like, I think.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next person. Hopefully, the next one has at least part of their brain cells left.
What's
Yeah,
up,
I know they
Paulie?
just
Can you
like
hear me?
sit there and they wait for like reactions. It's kind of funny. Hey, hello, how are you?
Hello, is you talking to me?
I am. How old are you?
What's up, Paulie? 36.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Oh, of course, 100%.
That's weird. But anyways, why is that?
I mean, it's not really weird once you fully understand what's going on, but it is what it is.
No, it's 100% weird to support any president 100% or any politician 100%.
I mean, it's not
almost
that, it's not
any
that weird.
body 100%. That's very weird.
It's not that weird once you understand the bigger picture. It's really not that weird. You just don't understand the full picture of it. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm asking you. I'm MAGA. You're progressive. Are there any Trump policies that you are willing to compromise on in order to achieve unity in this country?
Fuck unity. I don't care about unity. Motherfucker, I give a shit about unity.
Exactly. So how is Trump the divider when you refuse to
because
unify
Trump is
with
the
me?
person that has made it impossible
You're
to
not,
be.
bro,
Yes, because
fuck
Trump
Trump.
has made it.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah, you're talking to me and you asked me a question. I'm trying to answer it.
Why aren't you compromise? Why won't you compromise on any of his policies?
I would have already been done answering this question if you would let me finish.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Trump has not done anything to allow me to be able to compromise with him, right? When Donald Trump does horrific things like put us into war after saying he wasn't going to, literally steal money from the American people, put children in concentration camps, threaten to put communists in concentration camps, right? When he does things like this, it makes it impossible for me to come to a meshing point, right? When he refuses to get justice for the children that were abused by Epstein, who his like best friend, right? When you have that makes it impossible. This isn't saying that I'm not willing to come together with people that disagree with me. I 100% am. But if you want me to come together with a fucking fascist who supports fucking, you know, child predators, who's a sexual assaulter who puts us in fucking war, who puts children in concentration camps, then no, fuck you. You're a piece of shit. I'm not doing that.
Okay. All right. So we plucked Trump out of the office. We put J.D. Vance in the office. Now we still have Trump's policies in
fuck
right
him
now.
too. Then
are you willing
Yeah.
to compromise?
No.
Are you willing to compromise on
No.
any of the policies? You see,
I'm sorry.
he's the real divider.
I've been
He's
learning
not willing to
Spanish.
compromise.
I'm on day 3 of Spanish.
You're not willing to compromise.
Yes,
you're
sir,
the real
because
divider.
it's not about
you're the
Donald
real divider,
Trump, ding
and
dong.
it's all about video
Because
content
it's
for you.
not about
You're not
All right, I'm muting you. Because it's not about Donald Trump. It's about the fucking policy. I don't give a fuck who's in office when they have fascist fucking policies that I don't fucking support him. If Donald Trump decided to be an actual good person, then I'd be okay with Donald Trump. This has nothing to do with Donald Trump. It has everything to do with the policies. You can pluck out fucking Donald Trump, J.D. Vance. You can put Jesus fucking Christ in there. I don't give a shit. As long as they have these horrific fascist fucking policies, then they can go fuck themselves.
I'll give you a compromise. Holy shit. Sorry, guys. I'm in Florida. It's raining.
No, I thought you got hit by a car.
I'm willing to give you a compromise. I'm willing to say, hey, look, birthright citizenship, you guys can have that. It's yours. Abortions, you guys can have that. I'm willing to compromise in order to unify with you. Give me something that you're willing to compromise.
I'm willing to let you leave.
Your left-wing beliefs. Exactly. Chat, this guy is the real divider in this country. He's the real enemy. He's the real enemy. He's not willing to compromise.
I am 100% for supporting you. Sir, I'm sorry. Maybe we're having two different conversations here. Okay?
Yep.
Totally cool. Okay.
Compromise.
So let me hold on, sir. I'm gonna level set this thing for you.
Yeah.
Okay, because I want us to be on the same page. Okay, so I want you to listen. Are you ready?
Yep.
You yelling that I'm not willing to compromise isn't saying anything, because I'm telling you that I am not willing to compromise. I don't give a flying fuck, sir.
We know.
I am not compromising with fascists.
Yep.
Period. Okay? So, I'm sorry. In case anybody else out there was fucking confused, okay? In case anybody was out there confused, a whole bunch of stuff that this guy said, like that he's apparently letting everyone on my live know, okay? I don't compromise with fascists. Cool? Everyone good with that? Do we have any confusion in here? Is this guy letting you guys know information that I don't ever compromise with people who stop victims of child predators from getting justice. I don't compromise with that. Okay? We good?
We don't compromise with fucking communists either.
Define communism.
It's socialism.
Well, sir, if it was socialism, then we wouldn't have a different word for it, would we?
It's a different word only because
define socialism.
Because the Democratic establishment are really fucking communists. They're lying to you, bro. They're lying.
Sounds great. Yeah, sounds great. Define socialism.
Yeah. That's why I'm gonna get Grant Plattner the fuck out of there. And they're not going to replace him with a socialist. They're going to replace him with a Democratic establishment, and you guys are going to be fucking mad.
Can you define socialism?
Socialism is like communism, but trust me, bro.
Gotcha.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Just for the record, the definition of communism is socialism. The definition of socialism is communism.
I don't have to get down to the fucking details. I don't have to get down.
And this guy hates communists and socialists. His definition of them, just each other. Just communism is socialism, socialism is communism, and that's why I hate them. I have no idea. I can't define them. I can't name a policy. I can't do any of those. Yeah. I can't do any of those things, right? But if Donald Trump says someone is a communist or a socialist, then I don't like him.
Paulie, you don't listen. That's why MAGA callers don't call you, because you're not willing to compromise. You're not willing to have a conversation.
I'm listening to you completely, sir.
You just want to make video content.
Listening to you so well right now.
You just want to make video content to make us look bad. You're not willing to compromise.
Communism is socialism. Socialism is communism. Got it. Nailed it, dude.
It's okay. Keep going to the left. Keep going to the left. You're going to lose the midterms. You're going to lose 2028 because you have no clue why. come to the middle, Paulie. Come to the middle with us and unify with us, Paulie.
I'm sorry. Do I need to repeat myself where I tell you to go fuck off again?
Compromise, bro. Compromise.
I'm sorry. Maybe you didn't hear me the first time. Fuck off. Got it?
See? This.
All right. Maybe you didn't hear me. Maybe you didn't. How about this? How about you compromise? How about you take all of the horrible things that you support and then just stop supporting them?
Well, to compromise.
Right? How about you compromise? How about you take all of the horrible things that you believe in and you compromise them away? And as soon as you compromise all of them away, sir, then we can come together. The second that you stop supporting somebody who fucking, supports child predators, then I'll be more than happy to compromise with you, sir. Sound good? As soon as you stop supporting someone who's robbing the American people blind, then I'll be more than happy to compromise with you, sir. Sir, we compromise with policy. We don't compromise morals. No, we compromise policy. We don't compromise morals. And what you're asking me to do, is you're asking me to compromise my morals. And I don't do that. And see, it's so easy. It's so easy. Like, it's crazy how when Donald Trump gets adjudicated, of sexual assault, and you guys still support him. Graham Plattner just got accused well enough for us to be like, yep, that sounds fucking creepy. Drop the fuck out. I don't even care if he fucking did it. Drop the fuck out. Dude's a piece of shit. I don't care. I honestly think we should have fucking probably dropped the dude after the fucking Nazi tattoo. But that's just fucking me. But regardless, it was easy. Bye. Get the fuck out. But regardless, okay? See the difference? We don't support the people that sexually assault people. You guys do. See the difference?
Don't have loyalty. You guys believe that he was guilty before he even went to fucking court. You have no fucking evidence.
We have so much evidence.
You dropped Graham Plattner. You have got no fucking loyalty.
Oh, you want loyalty over morals. That's what it is. He wants. See, that's your problem. Is that you want people to be loyal, right? We don't believe in that, right? This is not about loyalty because they're politicians. No one's supposed to be loyal to politicians, okay? We are supposed to support politicians that do right and get rid of politicians that do wrong. You're worried about loyalty, and I'm not loyal to a single fucking politician that exists on any level throughout my entire lifetime. I'm not. I fucking loved Obama, okay? Loved him. Best president of my lifetime. Probably will be the best president of my lifetime. Yeah. All it takes is for him to do like one fucked up thing. And guess what? I'm not supporting Joe Obama anymore. Like if one thing about like sexual assault came out with Obama, guess who stopped supporting Obama now? Me. But I know that that won't happen because he's the only president to be married to a black woman and she'll whoop his fucking ass. Okay. So I know that won't fucking happen. So I'm not really concerned about it. I'm not really concerned about it because if that happened, Michelle would have already whooped his ass by now. So we wouldn't have had a fucking issue. All right. So, but that's all it takes. I have no problem backing off of somebody that I very much support. You just want compromise with rapists.
No, I don't. I never said any of that, bro.
Yes, you did. That's exactly what you're saying. You're telling me to create unity and come together with people like you who support freaking rapists. That's what you're asking me to do.
I'm not. All right. So take fucking Trump out of it. Put J.D. Vance in there. Is J.D. Vance a rapist now?
No, he's just a fascist and a white nationalist.
Exactly. So why can't we talk about J.D. Vance right now?
Let's do it.
Put J.D. Vance in. So now, what policies are you willing to fucking compromise on?
What, you want me to compromise with white nationalists?
There we go, bro. There we go. The left are a bunch of black nationalists. What the fuck does it matter? What
black nationalists?
Let's talk policies,
that's a new one. That's a new one.
Talk policies.
That black nationalist. What is a black nationalist?
I just made this shit up, man.
I know you did. That doesn't exist. I was really hoping you were going to try to define it for me, though. I really was hoping that you were going to try to define it for me. That would have been fun.
What are you willing to compromise policy-wise?
What am I willing to compromise on?
Yes.
With who?
In order to unify with the right.
I don't want to unify with the right. I already said that.
See, Paulie doesn't want to unify with the right because he's the real.
Why are you
divider in
saying this
country.
like it's a like? Why are you saying this like it's an epiphany?
Because you use
like you're
Trump
letting
as an
people
excuse
know,
for everything not
dude.
to unify with us.
Dude, I've been here a
Unify
long
with
time.
Us, Paulie.
I've been out in these streets a long time.
Compromise.
I've been out in these streets for a long time, sir. This isn't a hidden thing. This isn't some. This isn't some like, oh, we're so surprise. Hey guys, surprise everyone. Paulie's not a moderate. Guys, surprise everyone. Paulie's not a moderate. I know you guys probably
you'd be surprised.
You guys are probably
so
surprised. I can see people like that have been with me for like 3 years that are just like they're in awe right now. They're like, wow, Paulie, he's not a moderate? That's wild, dude. That's so crazy.
Isn't that a fucked up mindset? Don't you think that you're not willing to compromise with the right? I'm willing to give you compromise.
Define the right.
For my belief.
Hold on, define the right.
Give you abortion.
Define
to give you abortion.
Define the right. I can't have an abortion, sir. You can't give me an abortion. I can't get pregnant. You can't give me one. I mean, if you can figure out how, I'm open if you're just like, I mean, first of all, I think that means you have to get me pregnant first, but
you have no clue how deep you're in the shit, bro.
I know. I'd rather not. That doesn't sound fun. I've seen like, I never. That's me personally.
Compromise on a policy with me, Paulie. Unify with me, bro.
Stop supporting a fascist. Stop supporting a racist.
Because that's what America's about, man. It's about understanding everyone's perspective and coming together on an understanding and a unifying way.
Yeah, buy me dinner first, right?
Paulie. That's what it's about. Why are you willing to compromise?
America is actually about just different forms of racism and misogyny taking over the last form of racism and misogyny, and then people supposed to like have compromise in those horrific things. And what's happening now is that people are tired of 250 years of racism and misogyny and fucking fucked up policies that only favor fucking rich white Christian men, and then supposedly saying that we're supposed to come to a compromise. I'm not coming to a compromise when it comes to human rights. I'm not coming to a compromise when it comes to... Sir, I can't lose the midterms. Sir, I can't lose the midterms, okay? I can't... All right, I'm muting him. I am tired of people telling me that we need a compromise for these things. It's over. I'm not compromising with shit, okay? I'm not compromising with shit, okay? If you're a white Christian, a white nationalist, if you're a Christian nationalist, if you're a racist, if you're a fascist, and if you support any of those things, if you support people that do things like, you know, that prey on children or prey on anybody else, if you support those things, okay, fuck you, fuck all the way off. I will never compromise with you, and I will spend my entire life making sure you are taken down, okay? I will spend my entire existence making sure that you don't have a voice, that you don't have a fucking platform, and that you and everybody like you has to crawl into a little fucking corner and go hide for the disgusting policies that you have. Okay? I will spend my entire life dedicated to that shit, right? I will not sit here and fucking compromise with you. I will not fucking take good enough. I will not fucking be like, I will not Chuck Schumer or Hakeem Jeffries this fucking bullshit. We will stand up for what is fucking right. And if you want me to meet in the middle, then you can fuck all the way off, and we will get people in that will actually fight that way. Period.
You don't even know how to fucking unify the country. How are you helping, Paulie?
Who said I was helping?
How are you going to help this country? How is your view going to help us unify us?
I didn't say I was trying to unify it. I think I made that very clear. Like, I made it so clear.
Why do you post?
Speaking of which,
fucking title,
Graham Plattner, can we get W's in the chat? Graham Plattner just says he plans to withdraw. W's in the chat for pushing Graham Platter out. W's in the chat for actually pushing out fucking a predator instead of supporting him like this idiot does. W's in the chat for fucking pushing out the fucking predator instead of fucking supporting him like this idiot does.
A socialist and then to replace Graham Plattner. Think about it. Who the fuck voted for the replacement?
What?
Hello? Who the fuck voted for Grand Platinum's replacement?
Nobody.
I know,
He
nigga,
doesn't
because
have
the
a
left don't
replacement
believe in democracy. They don't believe in democracy. Now you're trying to replace Grand Platinum instead of sticking with what you fucking voted for, and now we're gonna get a new fucking candidate nobody fucking voted for.
Do you live in Maine?
Then why are you talking if you don't live in Maine? Why are you talking about Grand Platinum if you don't live in Maine?
Oh, because I just said fuck Grand Platinum. I didn't say who I cared won. I'd rather Susan Collins.
We all know why.
I'd rather Susan Collins. I'd rather Susan Collins win. I'd rather the Republican win than have a fucking somebody who's committed sexual assault in the Senate. 100%. No questions.
That's because you don't believe in the system is rigging against Trump. You can't see that, but that's the way how I think of things. That's my
I would
perspective,
rather
Paulie.
have somebody that does not agree with me politically than somebody who preys on people get into power.
Paulie, that's because you believe that the system is not rigged against fucking Grand Platinum. You should have stuck to Grand Platinum.
Are you
That's what
okay,
you
sir?
voted
Are you
for.
gonna have a fuck? It sounds like you're gonna have a
it.
stroke. Okay, I'm gonna need you to take it down all the notches. Okay,
bro, we're all.
However many
bro.
notches you got, I need you to take all of them down. Okay.
You just want to make
I need you to take all of those notches down, okay? Because you're gonna end up in the ER, and I don't want to be responsible, like to your whatever. I'm sure somebody loves you, right?
That's fine. That's fine. You're gonna lose the midterms, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna laugh at your fucking ass.
I'm not running in the midterms, but thank you, okay?
Because you were. No, you're gonna keep losing.
Go take those blood pressure meds, okay?
What's going on?
Go take those blood pressure meds, okay?
No, you're a bitch,
no, please
Paulie.
do.
At the end of the day, you were.
Anyway, sorry. As soon as they start saying "in the end of the day," that's just immediate. I'm gonna drop you. Yeah, guys. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm not running in the midterms. Okay, I can't lose. Okay. There can only be one loser in the midterms, right? And there can only be one winner in the midterms. And it's whether the United States wins or loses. That's it. I don't win or lose. You don't win or lose. We don't win or lose. America, United States wins or loses, right? Right now, we're losing. Okay? If Republicans win in the midterms, then we all lose. Nobody wins anything. Okay? They'll have been in office for 2 years and haven't done fucking shit to help anybody but the fucking rich. Period. They've done nothing. Can't pass shit. Okay? All they've tried to do is take voting rights away from people so they can try to hold office because that's the only way they can win because their policies are so ass. They haven't done a goddamn thing. Y'all hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys. If you guys like support the live, I have gifts on all the stuff. Got some match-taculars up there because I think I need that for the thing. Fee, thank you so much for the double firework. I really appreciate that. Shay, thank you so much for the DJ glasses. Those might be lit up too. Are they lit up? I don't know if they're lit up or not. But anyways, regardless, thank you so much. Where was I at? Fang, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Mike, thank you. Lovely Olivia, thank you so much. Mike, thank you so much for the gifted membership. I really appreciate that for whoever got that. Keisha, thank you so much for the park the bus. Park that bus. Anyways, sorry. AWT, thank you so much for the 5. Said they can't give us birthright citizenship. The fucking Constitution does. Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, we'll meet you halfway. Shut the fuck up, dude. You ain't meeting anybody halfway. All right, shush. Thank you to AWT. VJ, Nicholas, thank you so much. Karamos, thank you so much for the 5. Said asking us to compromise with a man who freed violent criminals is actively trying to remove rights from women and POC and POC is disingenuous. 100%. Who wants to compromise with that, bro? Person I do was black too, which just is even more depressing for some reason. I don't know. Karan also said, also fuck Joe Biden just saying what MAGA couldn't for 4 years to prove not loyal to these politicians. Yeah. These hoes ain't loyal. These political fucking commentators aren't loyal. This hoe ain't loyal. All right. I ain't fucking around with the fucking politician. Y'all crazy. Anyways, y'all, I think I am going to get off for the night. I've been on like 2.5 hours. I will probably be on tomorrow for a little bit. Thank you guys so much for coming and supporting. It really, really does mean a lot to me. And everybody who supported, whether that was tapping, whether that was thumbs up, whether that was little gifts, whether that was big super chats, whatever it was. Thank you guys so much for all support. Really, really does help to keep things going. So I really appreciate you guys. Go listen to the podcast. Episode 5 is out from last week. Episode 6 will be out for Friday. The Polypolitics podcast, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, doesn't matter. Go listen to it wherever it's at. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. All right. Y'all have a wonderful night. Love y'all. Bye.